Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. And he's forced to go back.
Clarence Seedorf is good enough to mix it up there with the best on the planet.
In practically every position.
Yeah, he can perform a whole number of roles in keeping with that Dutch trait of total football, and he can have the swaying influence here too.
Pull it. That's good running with the ball. Knocks it out wide. Well read, and the danger is averted.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Great defending, strong and determined. Looking to play him in. That is a brilliant interception. Seedorf. Seedorf going face-to-face with his great rival. And he's in a great chance!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Haaland! Hits off target and by quite a way.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. And it's Ibrahimovic. Messi. Cafu. Cafu will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And it's O'Shea. And here's Cruyff. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
That's good play from him.
Now it's Messi. And this is Ibrahimovic. And here's Cruyff. Knocks it into space. Haaland. Haaland is on his own. Tries a shot! Goal! Arsenal! Another moment of magic. A real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
Arsenal are in front now, the game's only goal.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Vinicius Junior receives it in a wide position, and the flag has stayed down. Vinicius, and the shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Cuts out the supply. Pull it. Good running, strong and purposeful. And here's Semenyo. It's a pretty loose pass. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Yet another interesting duel, this.
Mitoma. Mitoma.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
O'Shea has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Nicely weighted ball. Semenyo. And it's played in. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. And it's been taken short. Oh, that's fabulous. There's the shot! It's loose now, and the keeper couldn't hold it. It's there! And they're at it again, in double quick time. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
Number 13.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
And it's Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. That's a lovely, neat pass. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Engages and forces him off the ball. He's found a way through. Now there's a chance! Relentless! Just relentless! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. One sweeping move, and that's it. Well, that's it for tonight's match. So it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. They appear to be shaping up in a 4-4-2 formation.
Well, the modern version of that is a lot more fluid and flexible than in bygone times. There's a much greater understanding of the need for players to cover forward running, and it enables risk-taking while the gaps are filled. I'm very much a fan of it. There are a lot of people who seem to have kind of ignored it and just put it to bed, but it still works, it's still valid, and I think we're going to see it be successful here. That's so good and so often seen nowadays. Don't give them time to think on the ball.
Oh, that's fabulous. No foul, says the referee. Not the most accurate pass. Seedorf. This is promising. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And he's forced to go back. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And it's Lukaku. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And the shot! Oh, he's really drilled it.
Nothing wrong with the idea, inches away.
Either side yet able to find the net. And here's Owen. Chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Danger averted for now. Rodri is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Well, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Owen. And he's had a hit! That was superb goalkeeping!
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Passing is crisp and sharp. Great vision. That is a brilliant interception. And he's there to get it away.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. And here's Hullet. Oh, easy pickings there. Mateus. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Good pressure, determined, intense. Knocks it into space.
Decent attempt that, just a little mistimed.
Rijkaard. Toma. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Passing is crisp and sharp. Nice sequence of passes, this.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Well, that looks a decent ball. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became...
Haaland! Oh! Fantastic! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Reflections on the goal?
Well, I thought once he got the first part of it right by getting his knee over the ball, it was always likely to be drilled very low, and so it proved.
First goal of the game.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible. Jeff Chiba certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
McTominay, very much a man of this moment. Aims beyond the defence. Rodri. Can he spark a counter here? And here's Lukaku. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Mateus. And here's Haaland. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
A quick reminder today.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Jeff Chiba really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
That's a good ball out wide.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
There's the header! It's in! And this is getting better and better. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Rijkaard. And it's O'Shea. Cafu. Can he get on the end of this? Messi going face to face with his great rival. It's a good spell of possession, this. Mateus. McTominay gets a foot in here. Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And it's Hullet. Now it's Messi. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Cleared away. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Cafu. And here's Hullet. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Rodri. Toma. And this is Lukaku. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, no joy this time. Cafu. And it's Messi. McTominay. And it's Owen. Owen. Rodri can so cleverly bypass the press. Oh, no chance, surely! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Haaland actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
That has been knocked clear. Mateus. Real chance! And it's there! And the lead is extended still further. And that's it. My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. So bring it on. Height, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Jim, how are you reading the formation?
Well, a system promoted by the rise of total football, Peter. The wider players in the front three are key operators in how it all works on and off the ball. They have to provide for the central striker, of course, and protect their fullbacks, so they'll get few breathers. If these two don't make a good impression...
And the finish! Goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So, a breakthrough already. Rummenigge. Now it's McTominay. Rummenigge will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Strokes it back. And it's O'Shea. This looks promising. It's a goal! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Knocks it into space. He's through here. Ronaldinho going face-to-face with his great rival. O'Shea. McTominay, a player who needs no introduction. Cafu. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a chance for a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Messi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
McTominay receives it in a good position here. He's having a shot! And he's heaved it away. Rijkaard. For O'Shea. Opts for safety. McTominay plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Rummenigge is onto this. Van de Ven. Howson. And it's Rijkaard. It's Ronaldinho. And that's put paid to a promising move. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Half an hour played now. Could move up a gear here. Ribéry has a look up from the right-hand side, seeking out options. And the shot! Van de Ven calmly anticipates. And it's Caicedo.
Such good technique.
He's shifting through the gears here. And he's taking no chances there. O'Shea. Ribéry. Distributed tidily. He's picked his way through. Flings it across. Defending of the desperate variety. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Ribéry is onto it in a flash. Toma. O'Shea. That's a little off target. Caicedo. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Donadoni. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Takes a shot! No mistake! Half-time imminent! What a time to score! So smooth. A signature finish.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Cannavaro.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. We are into stoppage time. Oh, that is a nice touch. Always onto this. And the first 45 minutes are up. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Ronaldinho. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Cafu. And it's Messi. McTominay, who does have an assist to his name. McTominay! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 2 then. Cafu with the short one.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Yaya Toure. That's good pressing, squeezing the play.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
McTominay. Oh, he's looking to get away, but the defending is persistent, adhesive. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Yet another interesting duel, this.
He's in a great position here. Now this could be a chance. Ribéry.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Ribéry hurtling down that right flank. Over to the other side.
That's a great ball cross-field. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy. Cafu tries to play it through. Oh, he's found support out wide. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Rijkaard. Now Mitoma.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Number 9, Donagoni. Coming on the field is number 19, Raul. Substitutions taking place.
Succumbs to the pressure. And it's McTominay. And here's Ibrahimovic. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Threads one in. And this is Cruyff. Oh, look at... And the shot! And that would have won it.
Right, really should have done better there. I just hope for his sake that he doesn't live to regret that.
Ronaldinho. Odo. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple.
Well, they've chosen the correct way to see this out because the opposition press is very weak.
Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think.
Jeff Chiba can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
And a shot! Danger averted for now. Cannavaro. Great vision. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Deftly away. And that is as far as it goes. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a... Can he finish? It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Cafu. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air. And what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Cafu, and it's Messi. Passing is crisp and sharp. Well read, nice interception. Nedved. And it's Kagawa. Kagawa going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, it's Van Basten. Van Basten! Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
McTominay. Still goalless. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. And this is Lukaku. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And Messi! And again the keeper stands strong.
Well, the keeper saved his team again here, Peter, but he needs more protection from this defence.
Cleared away. Now a sudden chance to counter. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. And he plays one through. McTominay picks it up out wide. Nedved. Van Basten. O'Shea. And it's McTominay. And this is Cruyff. Shapes to shoot! And it's a goal! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react. There's only one word to describe that: clinical.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Cafu is always looking to play quality balls. It's a throw-in. Yaya Toure. More and more pressure on the ball here. O'Shea. Rijkaard. O'Shea. Nedved. And it's Gullit. And he's there to make the challenge. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly.
Jeff Chiba really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Could move up a gear here. Cafu. O'Shea. Well, that looks a decent ball. Toma. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Well, this is intriguing.
Ball is over the line. And he's forced to go back. And here's Messi. And it's McTominay. O'Shea is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Cafu. Cross from Cafu. Tries to get it clear.
There will be 1 minute
Van
added
Basten.
time.
Gullit. Cruyff knocks it into space. Van Dijk. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that, and still very much in this game.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And we are back underway.
Jeff Chiba really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Some really good ball movement. Nice bit of skill, and he's away.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Messi is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Messi puts his foot on the gas. Now it's Kagawa. Chance here to counter.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Still just a single goal between the sides. Looking to play him in. Picked out close for a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And he's there to belt it away. And it's Nedved. Van Basten.
Fujieda really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settle for a riskier approach now to defend this.
Toure concedes a free kick for that. And that's going to be a booking. Nedved. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Messi looking to be a menace in the final third.
Cruyff really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Kagawa. Cafu. Yaya Toure. McTominay. Messi, who does have an assist to his name. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Kagawa, now looking to orchestrate a counter. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. So, what can they make of this? Nice-looking ball. Neatly clipped into space. Schmeichel gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
Jeff Chiba clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
O'Shea. Ball played for Rijkaard. Not getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. Mitoma. 1-0 as we head towards the end. O'Shea. Ball's played through.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And it's McTominay. Oh, sweet feet. Lovely bit of skill. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball.
Substitution in progress.
Aimed beyond the defence. Gattuso. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And that little bit of skill has got him away. And that is as far as it goes. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Cruyff. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. And here's Hullet. That ball looks a good one. And the finish!
They've got to make this nice and quick.
More and more pressure on the ball here. Christian Abbiati in goal today. Just another example of a great Italian stopper. My goodness me, they've produced a few.
They have, and like some of the current crop, he's someone who's starred at the top level since his teens, Peter. Also proved himself to be a symbol of longevity and consistency.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Batistuta.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
McTominay. That's an imaginative pass. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Driving forward. And here's Batistuta! Oh, that was a half-decent effort. O'Shea has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Out towards the flank. Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Played with finesse. Cleared without hesitation. So we're still where we started right now. Rijkaard. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Now it's Batistuta. Toure defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. That's good vision.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Just eases him off the ball. Madrid applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course, the returns can be terrific. Pull it.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Madrid finding their passes. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. McTominay, a player who needs no introduction. Oh, he's looking to get away, but the defending is persistent, adhesive. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Skillfully cut out, he is so at ease on the ball. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Nicely shaped ball, and that is expertly dealt with.
This is the time you need that pace.
Looking for a runner. Owen picks it up out wide. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. McTominay over to the left. Bullet constantly looking for the ball into the box. Bullet! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Cafu with the short one. Yaya Toure! Roberto Carlos clears. And the first 45 minutes are up. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. And we are up to the break.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained. So I'm looking forward to what's to come.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. That gets things going for the second half. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Can he finish? Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
McTominay. Cannavaro cuts out the pass. Best plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Now it's Owen. Oh, this is a great... And Batistuta! And a terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
They've played it short. Roberto Carlos. Now the delivery. And he's taking no chances there. And now a sudden chance to counter. It's a searching pass. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now that looks a decent ball, and this is Hullet. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. And he's quick to get it clear again. That's an excellent interception. Up towards the hour mark and still no goals. And it's Hullet. Searching pass, he's played. A header! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
Plays it through. It's a promising position, and he's certainly onside here. He's got away. Zanetti gets rid without sophistication. Can he get on the end of this? And he's gone backward here. Look at the space. Tries a shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Cafu clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Madrid are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Can he finish? Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Taking place. Substitution on the field. Number 13.
So time for change. And this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Number 4, Hullet. Number 19.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Number 20, McTominay. Number 10,
What a throw in.
Matonga. Coming on the field, number 9, Lukaku. Number 11, Ibrahimovic. Number 15,
Best. Passing is crisp and sharp.
Number 8, Gattuso. Number 6, Roberto Carlos.
Roberto Carlos is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. And it's Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic. And here's Roberto Carlos. Little pass back. Nice control. And here's Roberto Carlos. And the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Jeff Chiba clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
It's a threatening ball. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And he's straight offside. Roberto Carlos.
Listen, it may well finish this way because it's been so tight all the way through, but equally, we might still get a moment of magic, a mistake, or a refereeing decision to influence otherwise.
Gattuso. And it's Roberto Carlos. Nicely weighted ball. He's in space and looking for options. And here's Lukaku. And this is Roberto Carlos.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Roberto Carlos. Hernes. Now, has he got the beating of his marker here?
Added time.
And here's Ibrahim. Shapes to shoot! He is desperate to get on the score sheet. But not this time.
Jeff, Chiba really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. The action has already started.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
He gets a ticking off and needs to be Shevchenko! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And now they can spring out of defence. Looking to play him in. It's a promising position. Played into the box. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. And it's Cruyff.
it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Lovely feet. And Cruyff! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Opts for safety. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Neither side yet able to find the net. McTominay, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Saliba kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
The defensive qualities of William Saliba. For me, Peter, he's someone who's shown great leadership from such a young age when starting his career in France. I see a lot of bravery and courage, and I think they're words you associate with somebody who is very good in both boxes.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Turns and goes back.
McTominay really was well marshalled there, because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Oh, that is a nice touch. Shevchenko. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Yaya Toure. And it's McTominay. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Zanetti. Now he's off and running. Back towards the middle. And Zanetti. And here's Shevchenko. McTominay. Mitoma is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. Mateus. Played out towards the right wing. Cruyff. Nicely shaped ball. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Rijkaard. Nicely spread. Cafu.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Oh, lovely feet. He is such a good mover. O'Shea. Now McTominay. And this is Lukaku. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Searching pass he's played there. Oh, that's well spotted. Cafu looking for options for movement. Oh, good-looking ball. And it's McTominay. Lukaku. He's chosen to go back. And this is Cruyff. Now, can they get him away? There's the shot! A really close shave, and the last action of the first half. So a fascinating half, full of talking points, not least that last very, very late one. So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
It's loose now and they want to get it back. Has a look and plays it forward. Now that's well seen too. And here's Shevchenko. He is through here. Shevchenko! Cafu.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
O'Shea has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. And here's Lukaku. And this is Cruyff. He's on it, can he get away? Rijkaard. Zanetti. And Mateus. Oh, we're still waiting for a goal to report here. Nice bit of trickery, and he's whipped it across.
Well played and well cleared.
Yep, it's a corner. Cruyff with the short one. Zanetti tries a shot! Has another go! And now a sudden chance to counter.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Mitoma, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Out to the right. And here's Cruyff. Chance here to counter. Cafu. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Hernes. And it's O'Shea. He's in a great position here. Zanetti getting this one clear. And it's McTominay. Strokes it back. And he's taking no chances there. Now Hernes. Hernes going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, that's superb. Great chance! Shevchenko.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
O'Shea. Now it's Cruyff. Closing in on goal. And he's quick to get it clear again. And they're quick to get it back. Cafu. Hernes. 75 minutes played. And it's Cruyff.
Jeff, Chiba clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Zanetti picks it up now. And it's claimed by the keeper. Mitoma.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack. Well, they've got one eye on the clock, but the balancing act is very fine at this stage. Go for it, and it could backfire. Sit back, and it may be at a price. They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And that's going to be a booking.
Substitutions taking place.
Saliba, always a very imposing presence at the back. Mateus. Out towards the flank. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, it's inches away from being a really good ball. And it's Cruyff. Now that looks a decent ball. Cruyff can see things, others simply... Real chance! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Gattuso.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And here's Roberto Carlos. Messi. Now it's Hullet. Shevchenko going about things with real menace. And he's going to have his name taken. Vieira. And that is that. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. Well, after all of that...